Hello, everyone, or as I should say, aloha, because I'm coming to you from Maui, Hawaii. And this is my little check-in video. I didn't do one last week for our intention classes because I really wanted everyone to really kind of focus in because we did two classes about filling up your cup. And what does that mean? Some people will relate it to filling up your cup of life, my cup overfloweth. So when I designed this portion of the class for our intention series to bring our intentions to full tuition, get it so that we can really focus in on how we are putting our values and our intentions together to create what we want to do for our goals and to create the action right now. And also, I did get some really great comments on values and what values are to them through my email and a little bit on my blog. So thank you for really getting in touch and getting in touch to your values. That's what's the most important thing here. People don't realize that when they set their intentions for their goals, you really have to look all the way back to what your values are, because your values is the foundation of your intention of where you want to go, kind of like a foundation of a building. And then your intention is the structure. You're putting in the pieces from the foundation to go where you want to go so that you don't peter out or the cup doesn't go dry. Now, how do you fill up that cup? You fill up that cup with you and your values. Now, people have emailed me about they're not sure what values are all about or where to place their values. And what I had asked in previous classes was to just list 3 values, just 3. And that's kind of like the mortar. That's kind of like the cement. That's going to level off your foundation. And while that cement is still wet, we want to create volume and we want to create structure. We want to create strength. So to do that, it's almost like you're putting your foot, your imprint right into the value, almost like the movie stars with the theater in Hollywood where they put their footprints in and they've made their names, or the stars uh, on the boulevard with their name on it. It's like you're placing your name, you're placing your brand if your intention is to focus in on your company or to focus in on your life. You want to put a brand on that. You want to put your name on that. And if you're looking to do that, you do it while that cement is wet. And then how do you create that volume within that cement? How do you get that to build up? Well, that's you with your values. So your values can be anything that is special to you. It can be even a hobby. It can be something tangible. Your value is actually who you are, what you believe in, your strengths, your passions, your what you value the most. Like what I value the most. What are my values? I value family. I value my mom. I value work. I value structure within work. I value me being a coach. And what are my values? Those are my strengths that I want to bring up, people that I admire, or people that I love, or things I love to do. And how does that support me? How does that support me within my career? How does that support me in life? How does that support me in the intention, since this is building your intention class, how to build that intention so that I don't peter out and my glass goes dry again, even if going back to going the cup's half full. And you want to fill that cup. You want to fill that up. And how hard is it to hold that cup up forever? What you want to do is fill that cup up, let it overflow, let it go into another cup. If it gets dry again, then to know how to fill that cup back up again. And what we do is we do that with our values. We do that with our intentions that we set. The action to get the reaction. The action to get that volume. The reaction to pour it into that cup. That's a reaction to an action. And circumstances. I hope I'm not talking too quick here, but all I'm trying to say is that this is how we build our values. So Once again, write down and really think of the 3 values that you value the most. Some people even put their pet, their dog, their parrot. And that's kind of fun to work with because then we find out, why do they love that dog? Why do they honor their parrot the way they do? Because there's emotions and there's feelings that's attached to that. And that's what we're really focusing in on. We're focusing in on our behaviors. We're focusing in on how we react to things when circumstances come up. And are we going to push them away? Or are we going to challenge them straight on? And then how are we going to move with those circumstances so it doesn't stop us? But actually, we can recognize that as it can be a bump in the road. It can be a contrast of what you're trying to do. Uh, there's a saying that I absolutely love about circumstances. It's actually a Japanese saying, and it's called Shantashima. And Shantashima is when obstacles come your way before greatness. And I love that because obstacles usually do come our way before we achieve what we want. It's almost like a test, like the universe is testing us. So what I did for the last 2 classes is I told you guys to be able to draw a cup, a goblet, a wine glass, a glass, whatever you can visualize or you actually see. And I've got, once again, my cup right here, and it's 75% full. And this is my cup, 75% full. And what do I do with that? Now, is that 75% full for my entire life or just for today? It can shift, it can change. What is my intention? Is my intention bringing this cup up to what I want? And then what's my goal? Is it to fill out, or is it just to have enough? And then can I just dump this out and then start over? Or do I have to do little drops? That's the values that support you in what you would like to do with your own intention. So I will be coming out with another video class that will be class 7, and it'll be all about productivity now. What do we do with this goblet? We'll get tired of holding that goblet full of water or full of wine or whatever you're filling that up with, which is actually your values, is into what your intention wants to be. So to hold that cup could be tiring. So what we have to do is make it productive now. We just don't want to encase it. We want that to flow out, and we want to know how more can flow in. So follow me with the next podcast, which is a video podcast, pre-taped, and we can really look at our intentions and make it productive now and really follow through with that. And once again, I would love for you to share with me. I have a lot of links below this particular video, so you can share with me personally with emails, and that's been great. A lot of people have been emailing in. You can share with me with the blog. I'm also a hairstylist as well and an educator for the salon industry. So I do have a little link that is on galaxy.com, which is a wonderful, wonderful website for salon professionals who are following me. I also have my clients that are following me, from salon clients to coaching clients. And share with me. I would love to hear from you. I would love to have a dialogue happen on one of these links. I'm also on YouTube and Facebook, Twitter, so you can definitely find me. And we can just take it from there. So once again, with Aloha, coming to you from Maui as a coach associated with Life Creations Education. Thank you for tapping in, and let's fill up our cup, and let's see how productive we can get in my next class. That'll be done on Thursday. Aloha.